Previously on My Big Fat Obnoxious Boss, Annette returned triumphantly to the penthouse, and having tasted blood,
I'm vicious in the boardroom. I kicked ass.
she quickly let Mike and Doug know who's boss.
I have to kick butt.
Then, in their challenge, the teams had to create an ad campaign for home landmines.
Are you really safe?
Crouching somewhere in the bushes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Crash!
And cosmetic surgery for the dead?
I never thought being dead could look so good.
Their off-the-wall pitches left Concad the clear winner and sent Femron to the boss's office again.
Your presentation was embarrassing.
There, Mr. Todd forced the three losers into a war of words.
Annette will always stab you in the back.
Michael's full of baloney.
Annette, the queen of hate.
But the boss pulled out a shocker.
Doug, knock knock. Who's there? Get the hell out of my office.
And the joke was on Doug.
Welcome to my world.
I am very anxious to see who comes back from the boss's office tonight. In a sense, it could be Annette because I know that Doug and Mike kind of have teamed up against her, but then I also knew that Mike had been a bit nervous in the presentation, so that was a possibility as well.
The guys, whether planned or unplanned, are in the process of fulfilling the promise of us all staying together. It's becoming a sausage fest, and I think it's going to be Annette leaving.
We'll hear the footsteps.
Annette and I survived the elimination and moving on to the next round. Crazy. Go ahead, Bib.
Thank you, darling. I really wanted Mike to go home because I just felt like he was an antagonist and just beating up on me.
I think Doug was a strong competitor, and I think Annette is the weaker competitor than Doug, and I personally believe that I was stronger than both of them, so I think it puts me in a good spot.
Mike and Annette, oh my gosh.
Fired up to see Mike. I just could not believe that Doug, a strong performer, had been eliminated.
The frat pack is now done. Thank you.
All three of us are sitting there. I couldn't believe this. He goes, Doug, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doug.
Doug who?
Doug, get the hell out of my office.
No! Way!
Yes, I mean, hate on. Look at each other like.
God! Were you guys like
We were
laughing or
stunned.
what?
No, we
I
were
couldn't
stunned.
move. I was
Both
shocked.
of us just went.
Mr. Todd told a knock-knock joke to eliminate Doug. I enjoy senses of humor, and so in some ways it is funny. In other ways, if it were me, that would be tough.
Blown away.
Yeah.
Well, congrats to both of you guys.
All right. I think really at the end of the day, it just comes down to who Mr. Todd likes most.
A message for you guys.
Thank you. Annette Damon.
We just received a note inviting us to come to the boss's office. We don't think it's going to be an elimination. We think it could be an executive privilege, perhaps. We really don't know.
We were not told to bring our suitcases. We were not told to pack. We didn't know what to expect. We figured it would be either a dinner and something fun or a challenge.
You're definitely nervous. Nervous anticipation. Anytime you're in the boss's office, it's not going to be a good experience.
Well, first of all, I know usually when we see each other in this room, it's a relatively cheerless environment. Let me just say that I'm not going to eliminate anybody today.
Phew.
But instead, I do have a challenge for you. And it's something I think you're really going to enjoy. Now, in this challenge, you will be working as a single, unified team. So Femron, Concad, you will be merging, work together as a unit to complete the task. And before I reveal the challenge, you are going to choose a team boss. All right? Get together, take a few moments, decide who's going to be team boss.
All right.
We can do it. I know that just with Team Concad, I know that Damien has definitely possessed a lot of energy and has really kept us on track and kept us going in this last challenge as leader.
Especially with his knowledge of Chicago.
Plus, you haven't been in the boss's office yet, which is a good thing.
I think it's pretty obvious.
That's what you guys want?
Mike?
Yeah, I'm on board with Damien being team boss.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, guys. All right, so Damien, you're going to be team boss.
Yep.
Okay, good. So let's discuss the challenge. There's a business principle. It's called the Greeley principle. Adolphus Greeley, an American explorer in roughly 1881, set a record-breaking expedition into the Arctic North. He went farther than anyone had ever been before. But this expedition had a brutal cost. 6 months into the expedition, they ran out of food and supplies. They found themselves cut off from the outside world and were stranded on an ice floe that had broken off. So they used whatever means they had to survive. And they ate their clothes. They ate their boots. They ate their supply packs. And when they finally had nothing left to eat, they ate each other. Starting with the lowest man and working their way up the food chain, so to speak. So, the Greeley principle is really quite simple as applied to business. It posits that when an organization is in dire circumstances, it's inevitable that it will turn inward on itself, that it will look inward to its weakest members and cannibalize them. There are 5 of you right now. And in 1 hour, there must be only 4. I said that I won't be eliminating anyone. When I said that, I was telling the truth. I will not be letting anyone go. You will. Your challenge this afternoon is to eliminate 1 member of your team. The team boss's job is to negotiate the sentiment of the group. However, the team boss ultimately has the final say over who goes. and you'll have 1 hour. Now, Damien, come around and take your seat on this side of the table so you can feel the weight of the decisions that I make every day.
Okay.
I will return when the hour is up. Bon appetit. Damien, right here.
I guess we'll just start down the line. Who do you think would make the best IRCOR executive? Who do you think would make the best venture capital executive?
I think venture capitalism is about dishonesty, and that's the only reason why I don't think David would. I think your values and morals are too high. I think someone that could look in the mirror and not really care about it would definitely be in that.
Mr. Todd told us, before you leave here tonight, you guys have to eliminate one person from your team. He said my job was to kind of lead the deliberations and negotiate it, but at the end of the day, I had final say. It was just a lot of pressure. It felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulders.
Okay. Whoever wants to go.
I'll say that, yeah, David, you're so sweet and honest. I can't see you going out there and doing it, same as what Mike said. I think Carrie would actually be really good. She's also got that, you look at you, you're blonde, just like myself. People, I'm sure.
My strategy was to figure out who was the weakest player for the purpose of this game.
I don't think this business is about deceit. I think you build a successful business based on trust, based on honesty. But I'm naming Annette simply because I feel she has a sharp business mind.
Thank you.
So now I want to know, who would you like on your team the most, actually? That's the question. Who would you like on your team the most, and why?
Aside
from yourself, aside from me.
I think I've got to say Mike. Mike is one of the most relational people I've ever met. He loves building relationships. He's got the heart of a warrior at the same time. Mike's my favorite player. His honesty, his realness, I like him.
I'm going to have to also say Mike. He has just continued to impress me the whole way through. His creativity and his loyalty and his honesty. I mean, I've always just had such respect for Mike, so I'd have to just say Mike.
Whichever one of you guys wants to go.
I'll go. I gotta honestly go with David because absolutely, I've learned so much from him. You can't even imagine how much respect I have for you in your convictions. And, I strive to be like you someday. I do. So I definitely would go with David.
One quality that I know I possess is honesty, and since I can't say me, I'm also going to say David. David hasn't, burned any bridges, hasn't done anything to upset anybody. So if we're going to talk personally wise, then I think he's been the nicest.
Here's a good one that I really actually want to know. Who do you want to see go?
Annette. I think she's pretty much about deceit, corruption, dishonesty. She's slippery. She, just when you think you got her, she slides through your hands. She made her alliances, and then she threw her alliance right out.
Okay. Carrie.
I have to just, I mean, I hate to, but I have to say, not just because of the discord within the team. I know her team was against her. She survived, but just being on that team, you have to have a strong dynamic, and at one point, you know, she was the weakest link, so.
Okay, Dave?
I need to say Annette, incredible person, very focused, but I think I want to play with someone I can trust the most.
Okay.
I think it's easy for everybody to jump on the bandwagon. Yeah, I've done things to get here. I have. But it's a game. And in real life, I'm honest. But in this game, I'm going to do whatever it takes. Absolutely. So I think I'm definitely the best player.
Let's just say, who do you want to see go?
I'm going to say that it's Mike. I think he's very defensive, very suspicious. And I just think that that's a fall. And especially in venture capitalism, people are going to notice you have a chip on your shoulder.
You have to be defensive. You always have to know what's out there.
Feel free to defend yourself, by the way.
Absolutely. I think you making it into a pissing contest. I do. That's fine. You want to do that? You want to go down that road? If you think that's a fault of mine, fine. If I'm defensive, absolutely, because I stick up for myself, and you take that as defensive, so be it.
This is what I think, and I'm just telling you what I think.
And I'm defending myself.
But you're taking it personally, and that's what I mean. You're very sensitive when people try to tell you something.
If it's wrong.
Everyone on your team saw that you were very sensitive, and Whitney tried to point it out, and then you kind of lashed back at her.
Everyone on my team. On the guys' team.
No, I'm saying when it was Whitney, myself.
It was just you and Whitney.
Doug believes it also, but he's not here, so I'm not going to speak for him.
Well, then why are you speaking for him? This is what I'm saying.
Okay, then it's done. Then it's done.
If you want to get personal, I think you stab people in the back. You stab Whitney in the back. You stab Nellie in the back. You're untrustworthy.
That's not true.
And that's why you deserve to go.
Hey, get the hell out of my chair. Sit right over there, please, young man. Okay, Damien, quit looking at my notes.
I was trying to get an edge.
So you know the drill.
All right. Mike, you're passionate, man. There's no doubt you're a passionate guy. I think sometimes that passion could probably be curtailed a little bit. You know? I think that sometimes your passion might cloud your judgment. Annette, I think that you made some alliances. You weren't smart about letting people know who your alliances with and who they weren't. I think there's times that you...
I was honest when I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have said
I don't even know if it's
anything
honest,
about
but you haven't let your guard down, which is good, because you probably haven't said anything to turn anybody off, but maybe at the same time you haven't let your guard down enough to turn people on. And I think that's the case. Carrie. I think you have trouble letting go of things sometimes. I think that clouds your judgment sometimes going forward. If you can't get over something right away and move on, you're not gonna catch the train for the next thing, I think. Dave, I think your integrity and your honesty sometimes could potentially get you burned. Sometimes, especially in business, I think stretching the rules, bending them to your advantage is something that, makes sense,
All right. You're going to say whoever it is?
All right. David, get the hell out of Mr. Todd's office.
Thanks. Appreciate it. You guys have been a lot of fun to work with. I understand your concern. It's understandable. You don't want to deal with a guy who is incredibly honest. Thank you, Mr. Todd. Thank you.
It is absolutely stunning to me that we can think of a person as being too good. That's probably realistic.
They said to make money, you have to bend the rules. And in that sense, I think Damien was right. I would be least likely to bend the rules to win.
So, congratulations, all of you. We're down to 4. Head back to the penthouse. Relax and enjoy your evening. You definitely earned it. Okay, everybody may go.
At day's end, when it's all said and done, a man's good name in his honor speaks higher than anything else. If there's any reason to go out, this would be a good reason, and truthfully, I count this a victory for me.
And then there were 4.
I'm just emotionally exhausted. Not only having to try to think of 1,000 questions and be sharp on your feet, but trying to figure out a decision that's going to send somebody home. It was a shock I was not prepared for. Rarely am I shocked than I was.
In order to be a venture capitalist, you'd have to have a side that you can do something bad and almost live with it because the rewards are going to be great. And I think David is so pure in mind and spirit that it was a good decision of him sending him home. Well, to the final 4.
Damien did a great job. He was not biased. I think that he ended up proving to us that he really was the best boss at that time.
Thank God, I thought I was a boss.
I know, I would have been out the door. He would have kicked me and run away.
And that has no business being in the top 4 right now. Every time I leave the room, she's da-da-da, Mike this, Mike that, this, that, and the other thing. And, you know, I'm not even pretending I like her at this point.
The contestants were all pretty on edge, so we decided to stop by and cheer them up, and more importantly, wreak some serious havoc.
What the hell is this?
Oh my God! How you guys doing?
All of a sudden, you know, David and Kent walked in, and they had a box in their hands.
This is for you guys. Well, it's for all of us, actually.
Cool. Ah! Paradis!
Very
little
nice.
Cognac. To open the box, and it was a bottle of Hennessy Paradis, which is one of the finest cognacs in the world, and cigars. They just wanted to come over and congratulate us being in the top 4. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much. Bring on the finer things in life.
Yes,
Cigar, anyone?
The basic point in Kent Todd visiting the penthouse was to prove to these contestants once and for all that Kent Todd is just a hard-drinking, partying, smoking SOB.
All right, we're not going to bed till the sun comes up. Put the music on.
And that means that he is going to smoke a lot and leave a lot of cigarette butts around your house. And he might ash in your jacuzzi.
Oh!
That's just the way he parties.
What's this?
There's no rules with people like that. He doesn't care. He's a billionaire son. If I ash on the floor, if I jump in the bed, who's going to say anything?
Who needs a drink? Who needs some more?
He had no problem drinking whatever we had.
You want some more? Are you good? Let's go find the bottle. Do you need some more?
If I were Mr. Todd and, you know, Kent partied like he did, I'd probably be like, Kent, you know, what are you doing? Maybe you want to tone it down a little bit.
Let's have jacuzzi time. I gotta do something crazy in this house with you guys.
Come on, please.
Kent, as soon as he saw the hot tub, couldn't stop talking about the hot tub. That was his main goal, to get in the hot tub, and I think to see the girls in their bathing suits in the hot tub.
We were all a little leery into going in the hot tub, and we were exhausted. We didn't want to, you know, getting down in our bathing suits and going in the hot tub.
Come on.
It's almost like he's got that little kid mentality. He has to be like, no, Kent, we can't, you know?
It'll help you sleep.
It would definitely, yeah.
Only if everyone does.
I'll go in if you guys go in.
I'll go in.
Jacuzzi time!
And he persuaded everyone to get in the hot tub. I give it to Kent. I give it to Kent. Great persuasion tactics, because we were exhausted.
Kent Todd didn't have a bathing suit. Kent Todd doesn't need a bathing suit. And he's a huge horn dog.
I definitely didn't want to look at Kent when he was taking his clothes off and jumping in the jacuzzi. It was kind of a weird moment where you just don't think you should look. So I definitely turned the other way as he went into the jacuzzi.
Nice suit, Kent.
Kent's an extravagant guy. You know, he's a billionaire's son. I'm surprised he kept his underwear on, because I think he wanted to take them off, to be honest with you. I don't think that was the first time he's been in the hot tub with chicks.
Kent and David, welcome to our world.
Yeah. Don't ever want to leave. Of course, I know that Carrie is married, but Kent Todd really doesn't give a crap, so he made a play for her. You were mentioning all the other beautiful people that were in this tub.
Really, yeah.
There's a lot here. So you're married.
Yes.
And you're totally married.
At that point in time, I really wanted Kent to go home.
We were only in it for like 10, 15 minutes. You know, we looked at each other like, this is ridiculous.
Everybody, we're done. So he just got up, got out, his butt was hanging out for the whole world to see. He didn't care. Wow.
Kent is Kent. He is Daddy Warbucks' little son. I'm sure Mr. Todd has talked to his son numerous times, and walking around, jumping in a hot tub in his underwear is probably the least thing that Kent has ever done.
Good night, sweetie.
Good night.
Sleep well.
All right, guys. We had a blast. A blast. A blast.
I hope I didn't.
Really.
Now I'm like,
No.
Kent Todd can really get away with a lot because these people want to kiss his ass. They want to get on his good side. And, you know, I can smoke in their house and drink and practically throw up in their toilet, but they'll still say, oh, thank you for coming. It was nice having you here.
We love you coming here. Come back again.
Seriously, thanks.
Please, come back. Seriously, come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. This morning, we went to the planetarium for our next challenge.
At this point, everybody's pretty good at this game. Everyone's pretty quality that's left.
I'd like to be the top one or two. You know, I know how dedicated I am to go after something, and I won't let anything stop me. If I make it to the final two, I am winning the game, hands down.
Welcome, the final four, the cream of the crop. Damien, think fast. Nice catch. What I want you to do is reach into the wallet without looking and pull out one of the bills. And whose face is on the bill?
Michael Gregorio.
For today's challenge, we're going to split you up again. So Mike, you and Damien are now business partners. Carrie, you switch places with Mike. Mike, you switch places with Carrie. Carrie and Annette, you are now business partners.
I was so relieved to not have Mike on my team because he just judges and criticizes me so much, and it's hard not to take it personally.
And that would stab you 50 times in the back. So when Damien was, pick my name, I was ecstatic.
The challenge you're about to take on today is sure to be the most difficult yet. Up till now, we've been through the whole gamut of business disciplines. Sales, PR, marketing, advertising, product development, etc. But there is one aspect of business, one business discipline that we haven't covered. Mike, I think you might be able to help us out on this. What do you think it is? Take a guess.
Distribution.
Distribution is correct.
Distribution is a lot harder than selling to the general public. You're not just trying to rope somebody into giving you $4 for a cup of soup or, $100 for a piece of art. You're actually asking a vendor to believe in your product because they have to also believe that they can move the product.
Take a look at the skyline. Chicago, the Windy City. Look, I'm going to tell you something about Chicago. It's a fantastic city. The people who live here, they know it. And it's one of the most prideful cities in the country. So, what you're going to be doing today is not just selling something that people don't want. You are going to be selling something that the people of this fine town absolutely hate. Jamie, please show our fearless competitors the products.
First up, the I Hate Chicago t-shirt. Mugs that say the Windy City blows. And last but not least, Chicago is for losers baseball hat. Not exactly what the proud Chicagoan or visiting tourist would want to be sporting around town. The rules are simple. You'll spend the afternoon trying to get vendors to place orders for this merchandise. We've lined up meetings with local gift shop owners, souvenir shop owners, all who have agreed to hear your pitches. But as of right now, they don't know what the product is. The team that manages to secure the most money in distribution orders wins.
Good luck, guys.
On a team of women, I feel like cold calling, you have an advantage. People would at least, entertain us and listen to us and not be immediately offended if we used the right approach.
There's something empowering about having women working together and just getting out there and trying to beat the boys.
Men more so than women maybe talked into stuff, based on sex appeal, so we did feel we maybe were at a little bit of a disadvantage, but we felt confident.
Today, our challenge is all about distribution. And the goods that we were supposed to distribute in the loving city of Chicago was I Hate Chicago paraphernalia.
Do some business. But I'm thrilled to be back with Mike. He's a good salesman, and he's creative, so he's our designer. I'm the lead pitch man. How you doing?
How are you?
Damien. Dawn, this is Mike. How are you? Nice to meet you.
These are just the prototypes of the t-shirts we have going right now.
That wouldn't be for us.
No.
For real?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
No.
All right, well, we appreciate your time. We had 3 logos. I Hate Chicago. People were turned off by that.
This is another logo we have. Probably wouldn't fit in here. What is it?
Oh, you got to get that out.
Yeah.
Fold it off, put it back in the box.
Second one, Chicago is for losers. That's just kind of harsh and almost kind of silly. Nobody wanted to wear that.
Right.
We have hats, a few in the hats.
Losers. Why are you
Trust me.
insulting our city?
Then the Windy City Blows is actually kind of funny. It's almost kind of witty, a play on words. This is kind of clever, kind of like edgy, the Windy City Blows.
I don't think so.
It was a difficult challenge, especially in this city. This whole angst and pissed off thing doesn't really work here.
Where's North Michigan? Oh, it's the other, Annette. It's the other way. The blonde leading the blonde. The vendor has to believe in your product, and the fact that we were pushing products that most vendors would not be receptive to would make the challenge more difficult. Yeah, these t-shirts. That's cute, right? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Annette and I came up with a strategy that we were a women-owned company. We had just graduated from college, and we had started this business in our dorm rooms. You know what? Actually, I saw a tabloid picture with someone wearing one of our t-shirts. I thought it was really cool.
It's always exciting when you see celebrities wearing things that you sell.
I know. So what products are you interested in buying today?
I like the mugs and some kind of assortment of the t-shirts.
Okay, sure, absolutely.
Our first order was really great. It was over $1,000, and we were like, oh, this is going to be so easy.
The guy just signed right on for 51 men's t-shirts, 51 women's t-shirts, and 51 mugs. Thank you.
And we'll be seeing you again.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Boys Town.
So we have Boys Town?
Yeah, let's see, they have rainbow poles and stuff. Game art, that looks good. Game art should be right here.
There was a mug, and on the mug it said Windy City Blows. And we thought that was a great logo.
Every single store all over the city thought that was the wittiest. And so we tried to exploit that niche by actually turning into a positive and saying, hey, it's a witty kind of thing. People find it really funny.
Looking around, I think this would be the first one I'd show you that would fit in pretty well here.
Windy City Blows.
This one
comes in all different colors, cobalt, black, and 2 screen presses.
Now, this one I do like. Yeah.
You can have that as many colors you want, same price.
Yeah, let's do at least the men's anvil t-shirt and the mugs. That'd be great.
Thanks, guys. I think this stuff will do real good for us.
I think so, too. We just made our first sale, and it was big. It was a $677 sale. Guy was really nice. This stuff sells well around here. We pitched it properly. We're going to have to move.
I'm Annette Samba. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Carrie McCloskey. Nice to meet you. Also, just so you know, with our t-shirts, let's just show you the sleeves. Hers has a little trim, which I think is adorable.
See, if you had a, I hate New York, maybe we'd buy it, but not a Chicago.
I mean, just think about it like on days when there's like bad weather, say. It's because this summer people have been frustrated, it's been cold. So it's like, I hate Chicago today.
No, I don't think I want any.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's just like the irony, like people don't take it literally. Like it's all about like kids tend to be like more sarcastic and think it's like funny to be like the rebel kid.
Sorry.
All right, thank you.
Anyway.
Okay, slow down. You're gonna burn out. This challenge definitely is the most critical. I truly feel that Damien and I are the 2 strongest competitors that are out there, and we're on the same team. So if we lose, one of us goes. Well, hi, Michael Gregorio. Nice to meet you.
Raul, Damien Dolniak. Nice to meet you. So we want to just let you take a look at the product.
All right. Okay. What kind of product are we talking about?
T-shirts, mugs, hats.
Okay.
These are T-shirts, just basically.
This is the anvil tee.
This is the anvil tee bringer.
And this is all 100% cotton?
No, 90-10, so it's pre-shrunk. So you don't have to worry about shrinking.
Colin polyester blend. It's a fantastic quality.
See, because our shirts that we carry here are 100% cotton. And the T-shirt is just there with that saying, I hate Chicago.
No, that's the thing. You can intertwine any of these.
Out of those 2.
Yeah.
Chicago's for losers, the Windy City
Windy City.
loves.
Well, yeah, and any of the T-shirts you can superimpose.
It's kind of lame for me. And if you look at any of the T-shirts that I have here in the shop here, you'll see they're a bit more witty than this. This is, I don't think it would work here.
The Windy City blows, you don't think would work?
No.
Really?
So no chance.
No chance.
Not chance.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. We appreciate
Thank
your time.
you.
All right. Take care.
Thanks.
Do you think they put the shirts on while wearing them when they're walking? No, I hope not. Because that's ridiculous. Those girls are probably flashing.
These are our product.
Cute.
All right. Because it's very popular now, like the sarcasm. Yeah. And hers actually has the extra little twist, like the extra little trim.
Right.
Yeah. You could also have it say Windy City blows.
Yeah.
We could get that on the T-shirts.
The place for things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We definitely altered our approach based on who the buyer was.
Listen, let's get this guy in 2 sales. We got to do it. We have to.
We had one more big fish.
And I said, Damien, listen, let's go back to the original store. We made our first sale in, see if they could help us out.
We decided this guy obviously believed in the product because he bought a bunch in the beginning. Let's go back and just try to hard sell him some more. I think you believe in our product. I think we do too. We've had a good day. So I don't know, if there's other colors. We would love for you to take as much as
Well, I'm rethinking it. Also, on the regular T-shirt.
Yeah,
regular T-shirt.
We should do a few of the plain T-shirts as well.
Definitely.
The ringers, some of our people will find that too constraining.
Yeah. I'm just going to write up a new order.
Okay.
In addition to this one, if you don't mind.
And what we'll do, what we'll probably basically do, we'll go with the same size ranges that we were going with before.
Sure.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it. I thought we did a pretty good job. We did hit the big fish.
We had 2 really big hits. We feel pretty good. But the girls could have 10 big sales for all I know.
Man, if the girls are selling thousands of dollars, then they deserve to win at the end of the day. I think we're doing a good job.
Like, they might have found someone that just loved them and just
bought everything.
And bought.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm really anxious about the boardroom. I really, really hope that we won. I mean, those guys, are very smart and always come up with good strategies and are great salesmen.
Let's get right to this. Shall we talk about the results?
Yeah.
Yes.
David? Well, I felt like Contend was certainly a force to be reckoned with. Early in the day, they found a rich vein at a store called Gay Mart. And they decided to go back, very wisely.
The store is called...
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart?
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
G-A-Y.
Gaylord? Or Gay Mart?
No, Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
Gay Mart.
Yeah.
Gay Mart.
Contend made one sale to Gay Mart for $677.51, a second sale to Gay Mart later for $531.79. So the total for the two sales was $1,209.30, all going to Gay Mart.
Jamie.
Femron had, after a very up and down day, 5 sales. Their total came to $2,947.03.
Wow. Wow. Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Pretty resounding win. Good job. Congratulations, Femra.
Thank you. Thank you.
And as for Contend, I guess for you all, Chicago truly is for losers. Your punishment is that one of you is going to be going home. Femron, get in the spa and have a glass of wine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies, I'm trying to run a show in here.
I can't even believe that.
So, gentlemen, we've reached that inevitable moment when I have to decide which of you I'm no longer interested in doing business with. Let me ask you this. Is it safe to say that you each have a measurable amount of respect for each other?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's good. Then I propose we do this right. Mike, Damien. During the Civil War, opposing generals would meet midway between their camps. They'd share a slug of sour mash before they set about wiping each other off the face of the earth. And they knew that fundamentally, the respect that they accorded each other as colleagues and the extreme prejudice that they showed each other on the bloody field of battle were one and the same. I say you sharpen up your swords, raise a glass together with me, and go to war. Cheers. How about to war?
To war. To war.
Yeah. All right, let's find out who's talking, who can walk the walk. Damien, this is your first time in the hot seat, as it were.
Yes, it is.
There's something you should know. When we get down to this point, and I'm nearly ready to render my decision, I typically run some kind of an exercise which will test your ability to focus. I think I've saved sort of the best one for tonight.
Next week.
Okay, gentlemen, I must decide which of you I'm no longer interested in doing business with.
The boss's office confrontation continues.
Mike? Damien, here we go.
Damien and Mike must endure a barrage of questions.
If I gave you $1 million right now, how would you invest it? What is your personal mission statement? Why do you want a job at IOCO?
While being teased.
The people are great.
Just all your skill that in general you
Taunted.
figure out how to win.
What's polished about you?
And tortured.
Does it have to be about the challenges? Does it have to be about the challenges?
This is the Boardroom Bash you won't want to miss.
Definitely residential commercial real estate.